Dewi, your English teacher, and today we will learn about explanation text. Today we will learn explanation text in different way using project-based learning. So I hope you can make a product at the end and learn explanation text in a fun and creative way. Okay, for the first activity, please watch this video and take a note for the important information in it. Hi mates, welcome back again with me, Febriana Dewi, your English teacher, and today we will learn about the explanation text. Are you familiar with this text or have you ever heard this text before? Some of you say yes and some of you say no. But don't worry, I will explain it to you. Okay mates, we will start from the definition of explanation text. Explanation text is kind of text that explain how and why something happens in scientific and technical field. And then we need to know the generic structure of explanation text. The explanation text has two generic structure, namely general statement and sequence statements. General statement is general opening statement that choose to introduce your subject of your explanation text, and sequence statement is a series of paragraphs that tells how and why some things happen. Do you see the difference? Okay, after you learn the definition, the generic structure, and now you need to know the function of explanation text. The function of explanation text is to tell how and why something happens. For example, like nature phenomenon, social phenomenon, culture phenomenon. Okay mates, the other aspect that we need to learn about the explanation text is language feature. So, in the explanation text there are 5 language features. First is use general noun. Example, my subject of explanation text is the process of bees can produce honey. So I use general noun, for example, like bees, honey, flower, and etc. And the second language features of explanation text is using simple present tense. For example, the honeybees produce beneficial food for us. Third is using passive voice. For example, some honey is given. Fourth is using conjunction of time and cause-effect relationship. Conjunction of time is showing chronological order. For example, finally, the bees cover the cells with a wax cap, while cause and effect relationship is explain the reason and the result of event. For example, because of their tongue, the bees can reach the nectar inside the flower. And the last is using technical term relating to our subject. For example, my subject is about the process of honeybees can produce honey, so I will use the relating terms related to honey, for example like nectar, flower, bees, and etc. Okay mates, today we have learned about the definition, the generic structure, the function, and also the language feature of explanation text. I hope you can understand now, and see you for the next topic. Have a nice day and goodbye! Okay, after you watch that video, I want to ask you some questions. Okay, first question. Have you ever seen social phenomena around you? What will you do if you see social phenomena around you? Will you be ignorant or do something? And do you think helping others can be done through explanation text? Okay fellas, we can help or educate people around us using explanation text. Now, let's see how explanation text can be used to help others. Check this out.
I'm going to beat. You know holiday?
What? Holiday? Mister, remember Corona, Corona!
Yes. So what?
Oh my God! Mister, are you not afraid with Corona?
Hey. Live and die according to God.
Mister, listen to me! Listen to me!
Stop.
Mister, if you don't want to hear me, do you have a smartphone?
Yes.
I will give you a video
Okay.
from YouTube. You know YouTube?
Yes.
Okay, I'll show you. Okay. This is video.
Oh.
Hi everyone, share this video to educate people around us who need to know about coronavirus. Coronavirus is a dangerous virus for the body.
It is tiny and cannot be seen with eyes. So this virus is easy to enter our bodies. This virus can only be seen using a microscope. When we observe using a microscope, it has a shape like a crown. This is why this virus named corona, which in Latin means crown. Coronavirus is very contagious. This virus is transmitted to other people through infected body fluids. Its bodily fluids comes from the respiratory tract when choking, coughing, or sneezing. At a time, we salivate from the mouth or cough droplet. People who have been affected by the coronavirus then cough in their hands so that the droplet sticks to the palm. Then that person shakes hands with the second person so that the droplet sticks to the second person. After that, this second person touches the table so that the droplet containing the coronavirus moves to the table. Afterward, there is the third person who puts his hands on the table. If the second person and the third person touch their mouth, eyes, and nose without washing their hands first, then they are indirectly infected coronavirus. So, body fluids that contain coronavirus can stick to hands and on any object, such as table, book, pencil, or cloth. Therefore, we will be easily infected with coronavirus if there are infected people near us. We don't know where the coronavirus is hiding. We also don't know anyone who has been infected because this virus does not cause symptoms at first. Coronavirus is very contagious, thus causing unusually high increase toward infected people every day. Automatically, this also causes the hospital is full so that doctors and paramedics are overwhelmed. As a result, coronavirus treatment is not optimal and much patient increase. So, to make conditions are not getting worse, we must help prevent the spread of the coronavirus. As a way to avoid this virus through physical distancing, quarantine, and isolation. This is why the government temporarily closed crowded places such as schools and offices. This is also why we are asked to stay at home, which is to avoid transmission of coronavirus. Stay at home and stay safe.
Oh my God! Thank you, Lo Cempon. I will go to home now.
Ah, good boy. Okay, stop. Stay home. Stay healthy. Stay safe.
Yes.
See you.
Bye.
Okay guys, the moral value of that story is you need to stay at home, stay safe, and don't after you watch that video, I will ask you to make an explanation video. Okay, now please work in a small group consists of 3 until 4 students in it. You will do a real world project which aims to educate people around you. You will make an explanation video. You can make into short movie, animation video, narration video, and etc. And also, don't forget to pay attention to your pronunciation, fluency, intonation, and the other speaking component because I will assess your speaking skill. Each group will get a pamphlet about the instruction guide to do this project. Now, please read the pamphlet and read the step 1, 2, and 3. After that, you must do the step 1, 2, and 3 during the lesson. After that, submit it at the end of the lesson. Okay fellas, I want you to do this project seriously. The project that you are going cannot be done in a one time. So I give you 2 weeks to finish this project. I will give you a template of the project schedule. Now each group fills the template of the project schedule. I want you to planning the time and agenda for the project. Okay fellas, this project takes time during the process. So I ask you to finish this project outside of the school hours. In class, you only present your project. Therefore, I still monitor your project through video conferencing such as Zoom, Google Meets, or WebEx. So I can know how far you have been working on your project, and you are free to ask anything if you find difficulties. Okay, now please each group come to in front of the class and presenting your project. Each member of the group must be able to participate. Okay, after you presenting your work, now I will evaluate about what you have learned when doing the project. So, what something did you learn from this project? Excellent! How did you learn it? Wow, very beautiful! How you accomplish your project? Wow, wonderful! How to work in a team? Very good! And how to use your innovation skill? Excellent! And